Hi, this is Dr. Shirley Caruso. Thank you for joining me. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create a website from scratch, add a menu, add text, images, video, multimedia elements using an embed code, a discussion question, and save, publish, and share your website. Be sure to use Google Chrome as your browser. Let's head over to Wix.com to get started. If this is your first time using Wix.com, you will need to create an account. I already have an account and I'm going to log in with my Google account. I have several things on my dashboard. You may not have any if this is your first time using Wix, but don't worry. What we're going to do now is create a new site. And from the choices here, we're going to choose Other. And from these two choices, we are going to choose a template. And the template that we are going to choose is a blank template, start from scratch. So I'm going to click Edit to start editing my website. I'm going to exit out of this tutorial for now. And here are my options that I can start creating my website with. Notice that the pages in my website are only one so far, and it is a home page. So I'm going to start populating the home page. So on the home page, I need to tell the learners what they're going to learn on this site. So first of all, I am going to add some text. So you can choose from the pre-written text. Know that whatever text that you choose, you can change its look and appearance as you go along. So I'm going to add some text here, and I'm just going to call this Rosie's Restaurant because my client is Rosie. Rosie's Restaurant Waitstaff Training. Because this is the group of individuals that I am training for this particular website. I'm going to make this text a little bit smaller so that it fits on one line. I am going to add an image to this website. So you can add an image from your laptop, from your hard drive, or from your flash drive, or you could choose one of the free images that Wix allows you to use. I'm actually going to upload an image. Because I have some saved on my flash drive that I would like to use. Here are the choices where you can upload images from, in addition to your own computer. So we're going to need this. This is Rosie. I'm also going to upload a picture of roses. Roses are her signature. And the one I want to add to the page right now is this one. And I'm going to reposition it here. I'm going to introduce the use of my website. So I'm going to let learners know what they're going to learn. So I am going to add some more text. Just going to let the learners know what they're going to learn on this website. And I am going to reduce the size of this font slightly. I'm going to add some more text. And see how this purple line helps you align things. Remember, alignment is one of the rules of graphic design. So the things that they're going to learn about the history of rosies. They're also going to learn waitstaff etiquette, the essentials of teamwork, how to fold a napkin, and how to set a table. So I'm going to bullet point this list. And this I can make slightly larger. I want it to align with the title here. And I'm going to make this bold. There we go. And I'm going to move this up a bit. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to choose a background. You can choose a solid background or you could choose a decorative background. So here is where you can design and use different colors and textures. Or you could upload an image or use one of these videos, a video of your own, or an image from your gallery. So I have uploaded these roses. I'm going to change the background. And I'm also, since this is kind of overpowering, so we want to be able to read what's on these different pages. So I'm going to edit by clicking on page background, change page background, and then going into settings. I can change to fade out that rose background. So the opacity I can change to whatever I want so that it is not so overpowering. And I'm going to now add some more pages to my website. So by going here, I can go to Manage Pages, Add Pages. So I'm going to add a new page, and I'm going to call this New Hire Orientation, because I have created a new hire orientation using Prezi. I'm going to add another page that's going to represent an interactive tutorial that I have created with Google Slides. And this one is going to be called Waitstaff Etiquette. Of course, you would have your own names for these different pages depending on the projects you have created. I'm going to add another page, which is going to represent a voice-narrated Google presentation that is called Teamwork. I'm going to add another page which is an instructional video I created with Animoto, how to fold a napkin. And finally, I'm going to add a page, how to set a table. And on that page, I'm going to include a project that I created with Screencast-O-Matic. And finally, I am going to add a page for a discussion. And on that page, I will add a discussion question and a means for the learners to be able to answer the discussion question. So here now I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. I'm done with that. I can exit out, and you see it looks as if what I just created for my home page disappeared, but that's because right now I'm actually editing the discussion page, which is the last page that I created. So I can use this drop down arrow to go back to the home page and continue my design. So the next thing that I'm going to do is add a menu. And this will allow the user to click and go to any page on my training website. As they complete their projects, they can advance to the next project. So I'm going to choose this menu here. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to drag it across the top of my page here. Now it can extend beyond, and once we put this into preview, you will see that you can extend your menu beyond, or you can go into stretch and have it stretch the full width. Or you can choose to have overlapping items. For now, I'm going to choose to have mine stretch, so it's stretched across so that each tab will show. You can also go to layouts and have all items the same size. You could have items fill the whole menu or not. You can have them going from left to right or right to left. So for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I'll show you how it will look. I actually see that I did have a menu pop in here originally, so I don't need 2 menus. I'm going to delete that one. Teachable moment there. All right, and when I'm ready, I can go toggle over to the next page. So the next one would be the new hire orientation. And you see that my design has carried over, my page background has carried over to the next page. If it did not, you could go back to home. You can right click onto the page background and make sure that the background is applied to all the pages. I'm going to go back to the new hire orientation, and what I'm going to do here is I am going to add the embed code from my Prezi assignment into this page here. Now I see what has happened is the menu does not appear across the top here. So I do need to go back to the home menu. Need to right click on this and I need to show on all pages. Make sure that that's toggled over there. Now when I go back to my new hire orientation, I see that the menu is across the top here. So now I am going to add my embed code. And I have kept track of my embed code. So I'm going to look for my Prezi embed code, which is here, and I am going to copy it. I'm going to go back to enter the embed code here. Now I can resize. Now you must be using the Chrome browser because Wix.com prefers the Chrome browser, and so does Prezi. Will not be able to see it if you're not using the Chrome browser. What I've done is I've expanded it so that there are no slide bars, because you do not want your learners to have to view the presentation by sliding the slide bar over. So you want the entire presentation to show here, and it all looks good because I can see it there. So I'm done with that. I'm going to go over next to wait staff etiquette, and I have created this interactive tutorial using Google Slides. So I'm going to go back to my sheet where I have the embed codes for this, and it includes my quiz. Make sure that I copy all of this embed code. Again, I'm going to add, the thing I'm going to do is embed, enter the embed code, presentation is loading there. Again, making sure that I resize it so that there are no slide bars. There we go. If you wanted to say something about your presentation, you could also add some text. And you could just say something. In this case, there's a quiz, so you could say, pay attention, there is a quiz. Or anything you would like to say about your assignments here, about your projects that you are including. The next page is a Google Slides voice narrated presentation, and I also kept track of the embed code for that project. Making sure that there are no slide bars. And again, if you wanted to say something about it, you could add some text there. I'm going to show you right now how all of this is looking. So I'm going to go to preview. And you can see all your tabs are across the top here. Here's your home page. Here's the new hire orientation. Here's the interactive tutorial, and all the hyperlinks that you built into it will be honored. I'm just going to get rid of this where it says heading 1. It's a text box that I don't need. When I go back to edit, I can get rid of that. Teamwork. This is the voice narrated. teamwork can be defined as a group of 2 or more people who work together to achieve a common goal. So everything is working there. So far, so good. So I'm going to go back to the editor. I noticed that I had a text box that I can delete. It's right here. Don't need that. I'm going to go over now to how to fold a napkin. Now this was created in Animoto and I saved it as an MP4. So this time I am going to add a video. I'm going to upload my video. And here it is, how to fold a napkin. So I'm going to add it to the page. And I'm going to resize, making about the same size as the other elements that I have in my website. And finally, I'm going to go to how to set a table. Now, this is a presentation that I created with Screencast-O-Matic. So I'm going to add a video because I saved my Screencast-O-Matic as an MP4. It has uploaded here, so I'm going to add it to the page and resize it. Finally, I'm going to go to the discussion tab and I'm going to add some text. I'm going to ask a meaningful discussion question. So I've asked, what do you think is the most important part of teamwork and why? And this is relevant to my training because teamwork was one of the things that was discussed. And then I'm going to add under social, scrolling all the way down till you see a comment box. I'm going to add a comment box, add, allow and install. Double click to complete the setup. I'm going to resize this here. And I'm going to give some instruction to the visitors of this website. Please respond using the comment box below. And for this instruction here, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And I'm going to make the main question larger and I'm going to bold it. So now the learners and the visitors of this website have a means to respond to the question that's been posed here. So under preview, we can see that all of the elements are working. By clicking here, this video will start. So the last thing to do is to actually publish the website. So I'm going to go back to the editor and this time I am going to choose publish. And here I can actually view the site. And this is the link that you would send someone. Perhaps you could put it on your resume or perhaps you are submitting this as an assignment, you would include this URL to your website in a learning management system or in an email or to who you would like to share this website with. In this tutorial, you have learned how to create a website from scratch using Wix.com, how to add a menu, text, images, video, multimedia elements using an embed code, a discussion question, how to save, publish, and share your website. I hope you have found this tutorial helpful. See you soon.